We had the chance to talk to Glen twice. Once at a reception where he received 2 gold records for a couple of sets, Campbell Country and This Is Glen Campbell. But then we got to Glen at his hotel, and this is what went on. Glen, you're from Delight, Arkansas. What sort of town is this?
A very small town. Actually, I'm from the suburbs of Delight, about 6 miles out on a country road. Delight's, there's no industry, nothing there to speak of. Because, well, now it's probably 300 people. 290s, 300, somewhere like that.
Now, would you consider that your rise to fame has been a rags to riches one, with your background?
Well, I guess in the story it kind of is, because I know when as a kid, most of the summertime, all the time you'd have to wear shoes would be in the winter time, you know. And they was usually tennis with holes in them, you know. But I seemed like I was having more fun then than I am now, you know.
Now, onto the music. You have quite a string of albums and singles behind you. Which of these albums gives you most pleasure, in retrospect?
That I've recorded, let's see. Probably Wichita Lineman. Gentle on My Mind, I like that album very much. And by the time I get to Phoenix, too.
Yeah.
Well, actually, my latest one, I think I'll probably get more enjoyment out of that than any that I've cut so far.
And which one is this?
It's a new one that I just finished before I left to come over here. It'll be called probably just Glen Travis Campbell, you know, but for a better name.
What do you look for? What's your formula for a hit record?
Boy-girl song, love story that's always in style. Same songs that were written in the 30s about love are the same songs that's written today. It's just worded a little different, you know.
Do you have any affiliation with societies of classical nature at all? With music, is it all pop as far as you're concerned?
Oh no, I love classics very much. In fact, we were on a Delta Airlines going to Atlanta one time, and they had the Ramirez's on there with the San Antonio Symphony Orchestra, and they were playing, I forget the name of the piece now. It's a concerto for 4 violins, what it was originally written, but they played it transcribed it for concerto for 4 guitars, and it was just fascinating. In fact, I've been trying to find that album that it's on, you know. Yeah. But I love jazz. I'm a jazz buff. Yeah. Django Reinhardt, who was a French gypsy, I think. He passed away back in the early 50s.
Right.
Fantastic guitarist.
Who's been the most influential person as far as your career is concerned, both with your singing and your guitar playing?
Like I say, guitar, I'd probably say Django Reinhardt, because I remember when I was about 15 years old, I was getting into the jazz pretty well. He was one of my idols. Singing-wise would be Sinatra, Ray Charles, Hank Williams, just Barbra Streisand even. Just to sing with that kind of a range is something else.